Hey everyone, Winterwolf here, and in this video, we're going to be playing a game called Stir the Pot with Genshin Characters. I already tried to record this video once and realized that my microphone was muted, so we're starting over. So the way this game works is I draw a card, and on the card it's gonna say something like, "Who do you think was the elementary school bully?" And I'm going to pick someone, which in this case I say Scaramouche slash Wanderer. I feel like he'd be picking on a bunch of little kids. Um, and then we are going to draw another card and talk about all the different characters and just go through all the different ones. So, or well, not all the cards. There's like 300 cards, but we'll just find some fun ones. So, who has the most punchable face? That's easy. Mika, this little child. His face is very punchable. Who would you quarantine with during a pandemic? Oh shit. I mean, Baiju's a doctor, so if you get sick, he can make sure you stay okay. So I feel like he'd be alright, but I feel like Chong Chong would be kind of annoying to deal with, his little snake buddy. Hu Tao would be hoping you get sick so she can get business for a freaking funeral party. Klee would blow up the house. See, these bombs, they're so heavy. Yeah, I know. Yaimika would be fun. I feel like we'd just read a lot of books. Faruna would be fun. She'd just be eating a bunch of food. But who would I want to quarantine with the most? You know what? My girl Daya. I feel like I'd have to go with her. I feel like it'd be fun. We'd get along. There we go. Who's most likely to fall for a pyramid scheme? I mean, with his luck, do we have to even question it? Who could you see yourself marrying in 5 years? It's easy. Yamiko is my girl. She's my favorite of the entire Genshin characters. So, yeah. If not her, then Dea. She's my second favorite. So, yeah. Who'd be the most profitable stripper? Have you seen their outfits? Like, she's already a dancer, and she dances in that outfit. So, like, I feel like either Nailu or Candace. Who's the most opinionated? Ooh, most opinionated. A lot of them. Farina is very opinionated. She has a lot of opinions. I feel like it'd have to be her. Most out of touch with reality. Out of touch with reality. Maybe Farina? But, like, if you know her story, she's not. She just poises herself that way. Ningguang, she's so freaking rich and everything. Like, I feel like she would be kind of out of touch. Who probably has the highest body count? Well, Mona's broke as frick, so, she might be doing some stuff to get some money. No, I know who it is. It's Lisa. It is Lisa. Who still dresses like they're in middle school? Bennett kind of does. Bennett. Let's see, who else? Dresses like they're in middle school. I feel like Bennett, probably. Yeah, I'd have to go with Benny. Although he looks like he could be in middle school, so. Most annoying during a sleepover. Bennett would be pretty annoying. I feel like Razor would be kind of annoying. Diona would be kind of annoying. Oh, but who's the most annoying? You know, I know who it is. It's freaking Fischl. I hate Fischl. I don't like her. She's so obnoxious, so annoying. Look at that pose. So freaking obnoxious. I don't like Fischl at all. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Fischl best bow electric character." Nah, I'm a if bow electric character. Everyone uses Fischl. I gotta stick with Kudrosar. She's bow electric character that I built. I like Kudrosar. You know, worst luck. Worst luck. That's his entire. Like, if we look at his voice lines, hold on. Unfortunately, extremely unlucky. If we look at his profile, that is who Ben is. Like, there you go. Who has the prettiest eyes? Um, I like Shenhe's eyes. Okay, I think I do have to go Shenhe because look at the she has like prismarine kind of like rainbow eyes or whatever. I feel like definitely Shenhe. Although Daya's bright blue eyes are also really pretty, and Lynette's purple eyes. Um, last person you would want to babysit your children. Chi Chi or Klee. They'd get in so much freaking trouble. But if we're just talking about the adults, then I would not want. Hmm. No, Ito's actually really good with kids. In Historic Quest, we find that he's actually really good with kids. I feel like Raiden would just get annoyed. I feel like Raiden wouldn't be good with kids. So if we're just talking about the adults, I feel like Raiden would have to be. I think A would just get in trouble a lot. Who is the horniest? That's easy. Have you guys seen Lisa's voice lines? Hold on. Where the frick's Lisa? She's somewhere down here. Like, and that's just her first voice line. She has a lot of voice lines. I feel like it's definitely Lisa. Who do you think has broken the most laws? That's easy. That's so easy. Ito. Ito is probably like a regular in prison. Whether by accident or on purpose, I don't know. Like if he's accidentally committing crimes or shit. But yeah. Who comes across the creepiest? Hu Tao. So freaking weird. I don't like her. She's so kind of creepy. She literally is a door to door. She literally goes door to door for sales for a funeral parlor. She's like going up to these people who are like old and dying, and then she's like, do you need a deal on caskets and stuff?" Seriously, look at that. Okay, be quiet. Who is the hardest to picture being romantic? She did all the dancing. It's hardest to picture romantic. Razor. He'd be so weird. Who is the serial dater of the group? We're going back to Lisa for that one. She'd be like switching back and forth. Let's see. Who gives off creepy uncle vibes? Creepy uncle vibes. Okay, hear me out. I feel like Xiao kind of gives off creepy uncle vibes. Or Ayato. I don't really like Ayato. I like Xiao. I don't really like Ayato. I feel like he could be the creepy uncle. Or I'll hate him. He's kind of weird too. Yeah, one of those three. Biggest tease. Lisa, again. Yeah. Who's the most destructive when they're drunk? Have you seen Venti? No, actually, I feel like he would just pass the fuck out. Destructive while drunk. Ito, maybe. Yeah, I feel like Ito would cause a ruckus or something, get into a bar fight or something. He's very prideful. Who's the meanest drunk? Not Ito. He's always kind. Meanest drunk. I feel like Yelan would be kind of a mean drunk. Oh no, I know who would be a mean drunk. Um, which, by the way, I don't know all of these character stories, just a lot of them. So if I say something to offend you, guess what? I don't give a fuck. Eula would be a mean drunk. She's mean enough as it is. I feel like her being drunk would just make her way more mean. Who do you think secretly hates you? Okay, like if I was in this world, Eula again. She's so mean. Um, let's see. Who do you think lost their virginity the latest? So we're gonna keep this question specifically to the adults, and I feel like it's Jean. She's just very like I don't think she has time for all that. She's just like so busy and like I don't think she has time for it. Um, let's see. Who would have been the best to have as a babysitter when you were younger? Ito. He's already like a really good person with kids. Um, who are you most likely to see in hell? Let's see, which character? Wanderer. Let's see. Who's the biggest baby when they get sick? Okay, well, she was sick for a long time, but she, like, toughed it out and was, like, constantly asking to go on freaking adventures and stuff, so definitely not her. Biggest baby when there's... You know what? I feel like Lenny and Lynette would have to constantly be babying over Fremine. But whenever he gets... Or Lynette. I feel like Lynette would be kind of a baby when she gets sick. And, like, Lenny and Fremine are, like, taking care of her and stuff. Let's see. Who takes the rules too seriously? Never let. He's literally like the judge. He's the Udex of Fontaine, which is basically a judge. Swap closets with. So like, whose clothes do I want to wear the most? Risley or Neverlet? I wanted to cosplay as Neverlet, but I couldn't find his outfit in my size. Whose life's gonna be the most different in 10 years? Farina. I am not gonna elaborate unless you guys, just in case you guys haven't completed her story quest, but her life is definitely gonna change within the next few years. Whose personality changes the most when they are around different people? Farina does that a lot, like especially like she seems very calm and not calm, but like hyper and everything. But when she's around Arlecchino, she gets very freaked out. So, who has the shortest attention span? Well, one of her okay, it could be Farina because of one of her voice lines. Hold on. Which one? This one.
Boring. Isn't there anything else?
I feel like she would be switching constantly between stuff, but either her or Ito probably has a short attention span. Goro's like a dog. He could be like a short attention span. Most underrated. Okay. I'm going to take this as in someone who doesn't get mained very often, but if built correctly, is really powerful. Dea. I love using Dea. She's so powerful. And she's amazing. She's cool. I'll show you my build for her. Which it's probably not the greatest, but I have Skyward Pride, and then these artifacts on her. So I have her for pyro damage and energy recharge. And I think that Dea is really good. As you can see, she's the one I had the highest friendship rating with because I've used her longest. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Dea. She's very underrated for how powerful she can be. Most likely to lose their shit during a game of Monopoly. That's easy. He'd flip the table or something. Relax. Let's see. Who's the social butterfly of the group? Okay, social butterfly. Who's a social butterfly? Farina's pretty social. Yai's pretty social. Toma's a pretty. Toma's kind of a social butterfly. Kind of. Not. Hmm. Tartag's pretty social. Social butterfly of the group. Maybe Zhongling, actually. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Zhongling. Who do you think had a goth phase? She's still in her goth phase. She's never gonna grow out of it, and she's a bitch. Sorry. Who looks the most like Mater from Cars? Oh no. Okay, who am I gonna diss here? Most like Mater from Cars. Oh no. Okay. Mmm. Mater. Who looks like Mater from Cars? You know what? Ito gives me Tomater vibes. You know what? Ito gives me Mater vibes. I don't know if he looks the most like Tomater, but he definitely gives me the vibes of Mater. Who's the most difficult when you go out to eat? So we played this game last night, and we took that as like who would have to modify their food the most in order to eat it. Um, so like picky eaters. You know what? I kind of feel like Ningguang would be kind of a picky eater. Like she'd have to have everything be perfect, and it'd be like, I ordered medium rare. This is too medium for me. I need it to be. I need it to be more rare than this. Like she'd be very like particular. Who's most likely to run away from the group on a night out? I feel like Changyun. Jingcho and Changyun would go to a night out or something. Jingcho would be having the time of his life or something, and then Changyun would just be freaking out. He'd just run away because he doesn't want to deal with it. Funniest to record while they're not looking. A. I feel like she'd be really funny to record while she's not looking. She's like doing some weird shit or something. You're like recording, and she's like, she looks over and she's like, "Hey!" She gets so mad at you. Um, let's see. Who talks about how much they drink more than they actually drink? Osmanthus wine tastes as good as I can remember. Fuck, see? That was fucking perfect! Oh my god. Literally, as I'm saying that, freaking does it. Zhongli talks about him drinking more than he actually drinks. Um, who's most likely to date someone famous? So, I have to go Bait Out because it's kind of like a thing in the Genshin community where Bait Out and Ningguang are together, like they're a couple. And it's never specifically said that in the game, but somehow we all communitively agree that this girl and this girl are a thing. Okay, and they're like married or dating or something. And she is like the head of an entire city. Like, hold on. I am in Mondstadt right now, but this city down here, she is the head of this entire city. This is her palace. While this loads, we'll keep going. Who'd be the most scariest cellmate in jail? Oh, by the way, this is her palace. So yeah. Scariest cellmate in jail would have to be Wanderer. Easy. Who is the most ruthless while arguing? I feel like Yai would probably be kind of ruthless when she's arguing with you. I feel like she could be kind of mean when she wants to. Or Eula. Who could probably live off the land if they had to? Well, I mean, any of these characters really, because they're all like they all live in the wilds and stuff. I mean, Razor was literally raised by wolves, so I have to go with him. Who's the biggest crybaby? Moving on. Who do you think has done drugs most recently? I feel like he does weed or something. He does weed. All right, I'm gonna find one more good card, and we're going to do that one. So let me look through the deck. We're gonna do one more card. I'm gonna look for a really good one. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. This one's kind of interesting. Whose family would you most want to be adopted into? So Ayaka and Ayato are brothers, and they're both like their family's like really rich and everything. So that'd be kind of cool. Um, and Ayaka's kind of real nice and everything. I feel like that would be a good one to go
A
to.
blade embraces its duty. As a
Or
jeweler.
Lynette, Lenny, and Fremne, their family. You know what? Their family. I feel like it'd be fun to just hang out with the three of them all the time. So yeah, siblings with these three, because these three are like siblings in the game and everything. I think it'd be fun to hang out with them. So anyway, this has been just a fun kind of unhinged video with the Genshin characters. If you guys enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. And also, if you want to see more of this content, let me know in the comments. I have all kinds of board games that I could do that's similar like this that I could use for this use for the Genshin characters. So this has been the Winter Wolf signing out. Bye.